everyone, welcome. My name is Joy. It's been a while since I engaged you people, and I'm happy to be back. I love obeying God, so I may not always show up, but when compelled to, I will definitely do it. So today is another chance for us to share, and this is indeed the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, we will rejoice, and be glad in it. So, guys, happy to be back, happy to be sharing together with you guys. We thank God for the gift of life. I don't take it for granted. So guys, this is something that I've been yearning to share with you, and I want to talk about silence. When someone comes to you and they are going through suffering, maybe they are in a wilderness and it's hard for them and it's just too much, and they feel they have to share with someone, because some people hardly share, like introverts, they hardly share. You may have to dig deep to get to know what they are going through. There are people who just, you know, decide to suffer in silence because they may have shared with someone in the past and they were offended. Maybe they shared with someone and they ended up judging them. So this person finds it hard to share with people, and they just choose to suffer in silence, and until they find a way out or God comes through for them. So how do you respond to someone who comes to you and they are in pain or suffering? Must you say anything, or do you just remain silent and be a good listener? um, so the wise man said that speech is silver and silence is gold. Is golden, sorry. Speech is silver and silence is golden. For me, silence is golden when someone comes to that issue, because many other times we are tempted to believe that we have the solutions to this vulnerable person or the person in need, and we find ourselves trying to identify with them. Maybe you went through stuff, and when now this person comes, you feel you know it all, and you're the best person to give them scriptures to quote, to tell them, even to decide for them and to suggest what you feel is right for them to do. And that's not the case. For me, I feel it's not always that you must say something when someone comes to you while they are suffering. Like, you can just listen to them, because in most cases people just want someone to listen to them, and so that they can pour out what they are going through, to ease their stress, to relieve their stress. And they say a problem shared is a problem solved. So be a good listener, other than just talking too much, because by talking too much you might think you're encouraging this person, and you giving them wise decisions, but you may be hurting them the more. There are words you may speak that could be unpleasant, and this person could even overreact. Sometimes they may not even tell you, but they'll remain with the pain. You add them more pain by some of the statements that you make. So it is wise to be just a good listener. Some people behave in a very weird way. In fact, ways that you didn't even expect of them. Some do things that you never expected to come from them. You don't they do things that you never knew existed in them. As in short, they bring out the worst in them when they are going through stuff, simply because they are weak, they are in a dilemma, they don't know which way to go, they have no one to share with, so they're just confused. So the only thing you can do is by not judging, listen to this person, don't criticize them, don't jump into conclusions why they are doing what they are doing. Try to understand them, and by then you don't even have to understand them, because when you try to understand them, you will hurt them the more. So people just want someone who can listen to them, who can comfort them, who can pray with them and pray for them. Be their comfort, be their intercessor. They are weak. Some of them, they could be even believers. That time they are weak. Sometimes they feel God is far from them. They have no strength to pray. Pray for them. Intercede for them. Be their strength when they are weak, as the Bible calls us. Stand with them. And sometimes you just listen to them. I don't know what to call this, as in, instead of you talking too much, you can just tap them on the shoulder, you can cuddle them if it's where necessary, you can hug them, and you can even just respond to them, like you can say, I understand, I feel you, I know it's not easy, we are in this together. And assure them, most important, assure them that they can count on you no matter what. Not necessarily in terms of finances, no, just being there for them. Let them know that they can call you, they can reach you anytime they feel they need someone to talk to. That is just enough, other than talking too much. Okay, let's picture this. Someone has gone through a loss of a loved one, maybe a loved one passed on, and they come to you. Do you know, sometimes we feel like we are comforting this person, but in real sense we are adding them more pain. You may have lost someone and someone says something to you that worked for you, but people are different. The way you responded is not the way this other person will respond. Sometimes they lost, the magnitude, the pain they have is intense. It's so deep. You cannot understand what they are going through. Don't try to put yourself in their shoes. Just be there for them. Your company matters a lot. Just show them you care, okay? And sorry about that. Show them that you care, and just show them love, yeah, and assurance. It doesn't matter whether this person lost a loved one years back, decades ago. Some people grieve for such a long time. And it's even worse if they lost a loved one and they shared with the wrong person, and they were hurt, or some people just stigmatized them. It happens. This person will never trust anyone, especially introverts. Introverts are, oh, they are worse when it comes to opening up. You may have to dig deep to know what they are going through. Some of them don't talk, they just suffer in silence. They don't trust anyone. It takes a big God for an introvert to trust you. And when someone trusts you as their confidante, be a trustworthy person. Yeah, do not go sharing, do not go exposing, oh, I helped this person, she was going through this and she came to me. No, maintain confidentiality. If this person trusts you enough to expose their weaknesses and expose their what they are going through to you and share with you, show them that you trust them just like they trusted you. So in case of a loss of a loved one, just listen to them, be there for them anytime you're able. If not, you can find someone who can stand in the gap for you. Yeah, and just you can help them in doing stuff like maybe cooking, washing of clothes, just house chores. Help them. That is enough. Just, I'm not saying you don't talk at all. Talk, but limit your words. Don't talk much lest you end up adding more pain to this person. So remaining sorry oh my okay remaining quiet or being silent when someone comes to you for help helps in that you avoid unnecessary arguments, because you may say words that are unpleasant. This person may not show, but deep within they'll take it the rest of your life. You avoid judgment, criticism. You avoid unnecessary argument or misunderstanding. You may say something and someone ends up misunderstanding you. You could be their best friend, and this is a time that could be the end of the relationship because of just a careless word that you said. So it's good to measure our words when consoling someone. If you must, remain silent and just being there for this person. Being silent is also very powerful, and it's actually a powerful way of communication, because you could be agreeing with this person with what they are saying, or you don't agree with them. So just by being quiet, this person can learn. Silence is a language that everyone understands. You don't have to say something other than talking. If you're against what they're saying, you may talk and hurt them. So just be quiet and wait for the right time to express yourself to this person. So just pray for them, be there for them, be their comfort, be their strength, show you care. And when you help this person, and by the as a pastor or as a counselor, maybe it's a marital issue and some other issues, you can't remain quiet, of course, but just limit your words. Pray with this person. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't decide for them or suggest what you feel they should do. Maybe they're suffering financially. You don't have to decide for them. You need to do this project and this amount of money. No, just pray with them, advise them, let them decide for themselves. In fact, inquire from them. How would you want me to be of help to you? What do you feel is the right thing for you to do now? Or do you want to be given time so that you can think about it? Don't be in a rush to make decisions for this person, because you may suggest something and this person is weak. This time, I mean, they can say anything because they trust you. You know, they are not thinking straight. So they will do it because you suggested and they trust you at that period, at that season. But if this thing, project or whatever you suggested doesn't work later, it works against you. And because you suggested it. So learn to listen and listen and inquire how you can be of help. Sometimes if it involves finances, you can network with friends, with colleagues, or even organizations, how you can help this person pick themselves up or rise, yeah, or even stabilize. You can network with people, help this, be there, help them stand. We are called to help and not to harm or hurt. So you can network with people and help this person pick themselves up. Then when it's appropriate time, when they have healed, they are calm and collected, calm and composed, now you can reason with this person when they are okay. So another thing about remaining silent, it's protective. Maybe it has to do with a relationship. You began a relationship and at some point you felt you can't proceed with this person, or maybe you need a break if it's marital issue. Do you know that talking to this person and expressing yourself, you could do it in a harsh way, which could end up making this person panic. We've heard of cases where people, where bad news are involved, maybe a loss of a loved one or relationship issues, people collapse and die. Others land into depression because of how you broke the news. Be gentle with this person, give them time, and at the appropriate time, then you can break the news in a good way. And if you feel that you're not the right person to break the news, you can always reach out to someone else, as a third party, to break the news for you or with you, other than causing panic and being causing harm to this person. So be cautious how you deal with bad news, be it relationship, be it loss of a loved one, or even at work. Maybe you feel that this person is incompetent and you want to fire them. Do it in a good way. There's a right way to break bad news. Give them time. Being silent is also medicinal. Yeah, it is. Actually, he said that the more you talk, the higher chances of triggering increasing blood pressure, because you may talk too much and this other person you're talking to reacts or overreacts to your conversation and or your statements, and this could trigger them to overreact, and it causes more issues. What you say could be detrimental to their health. So be cautious, measure your words, how you talk to people, and by then not necessarily when someone comes to you for help, but generally how you talk to others. Be very cautious. You never know what people are going through. You could be their only source of joy. People at home are suffering. So when you meet at work, be careful. Measure your words, how you talk to people. Let's make life easier for others by how we handle them. You don't have to talk, as I said. You can show by actions that you care. So when you talk too much, you may increase depression when someone reacts to your statements. Maybe they are harsh or they are just not, gentle. And by just listening, being gentle, calm, and collected, and you're just listening quietly, it decreases the chances of blood pressure. So I'll wind up by saying that you don't have to say anything. In fact, it's better not to say anything at all than end up making it worse for this other person. You don't know what they are going through. You don't know what they've gone through for the longest period for them to open up to you. So just be gentle, be there for them, be their intercessor, be their comfort, be their strength, and show them that you care. At the appropriate time, when you have helped this person overcome their weaknesses, when they have healed from the trauma or the depression or the conflicts, now this person is calm and composed. They have healed. You can talk to this person, you can reason with them. They can even open up and be honest. You can even ask them, why did you do what you did? And you'll be surprised. They'll tell you, that time I was under pressure. I was, sikuwa na mbele wala nyuma. And I think I just did it out of, pressure and confusion. So guys, let's learn to show that we care. And that's all I have for now. Kindly, if blessed by my inspirations, remember to support me by liking my channel Joy Wawira on YouTube, and you can subscribe so that you get to see more videos in future. And share with friends, family. Let them subscribe and like. And until next time, God bless you so much. Before I wind up, kindly allow me to refer to the book of Psalms chapter 46. It actually says, God is our refuge and strength, a present help in times of trouble. I almost forgot this. Bear with me just 1 minute. So it says, if you're going through stuff, you don't have to necessarily reach out to someone. If you are a believer and you trust God, you can just pray, reach out to God. He is a present help, meaning that he's beside you, he's behind you, he goes ahead of you. So you can talk to him and he will ask him for strength to carry you through what you're going through the wilderness. He is our strength. He is our refuge. He's always available. Other than reaching out to people who will end up judging you and exposing you, reach out to God. He cares more than anyone ever will. Your family may not understand you. Your friends may not understand you. Your employer may not understand you. But God is your refuge and strength. He's always there for you. Ask him to go ahead of you in whatever you're going through. Ask him for strength and grace. So kindly read Psalms 46. You can read the whole of it. It's very encouraging. And until next time, God bless you so much. Thank you for setting time for me. Churus.